for a first down on the final play of the opening quarter. New Orleans a 3-0 lead, and you're watching the NFL on Fox. Today with snowballs being thrown onto the field during the Giants-Chargers game, a very good crowd here today and no problem.
Well, they threatened to close the upper section down first of all and do it like that, but as they got to thinking about it and people came in and season ticket holders started to complain, said, no, you're not closing that upper section, we're going in there. And now they opened it up.
Well, a field goal try, looking to give New Orleans. He just missed it.
But the fire is so delightful.
Bell Sunday is brought to you by Cadillac and your Cadillac dealer, creating a higher standard. By Intel, the world's leading maker of microprocessors. And by Visa, official card of the NFL.
Back at Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Underway in the second quarter, 14:56 to play until halftime, and the Saints in front 3-0 over the Jets.
Put your hands up. The pass deflection is a stat that is growing very fast.
The Jets already have given the ball away more than any team in the AFC. Second most in the NFL. 3 interceptions in the first half as the Saint defense has pitched a shutout. But the Jet defense has done a very good job like they have all year long.
Like they have all year. That's it. That hasn't been the problem. The problem is what goes on around that man right there in the offense. He doesn't have the protection. They are very sporadic, moving the football on the ground. And then the turnover passes. Like you said, -5, giveaway, takeaway, 39 giveaways, 40 now. You don't have the ball, you can't win.
Well, the one good part about the day so far, knock on wood, the fans have behaved, unlike they did yesterday. So our score at halftime, Saints leading 3-0. Fox NFL Sunday will continue with a Dockers halftime after this.
Dockers Halftime is brought to you by Dockers Khakis, proud makers of nice pants.
And welcome to the Dockers Halftime along with Christmas cheer. Terry Bradshaw, James Brown. Boy, this is an ugly affair here. Saints leading by a field goal. Good news, though, no snowballs thrown at all at the Meadowlands.
Rodney P. talking to his dad. He wouldn't talk to his mom or his dad because he's afraid they're trying to get some information out of it.
In this season of holiday spirit and cheer, Terry Bradshaw put his best moves to the editing table. Choice cuts coming up after this.
Come on, sing our way on out of here.
And welcome back to Hollywood and the Dockers Halftime. Although this is the final week of the regular season, we haven't forgotten one of your favorites, Terry Bradshaw's selections of Choice Cuts.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
New Orleans at halftime here at Giant Stadium, leading the Jets 3-0. And on this Christmas Eve, the best to you and yours, alongside Ron Pitts, I'm Thom Brennaman. Well, I don't know how interested Santa Claus would be in this game necessarily. It's been a game of miscues and missed opportunities.
Yeah, but the difference has been the special teams. They seem to be the only ones that have made the plays. And, you know, it starts off on one side with Torrance Small. He comes through right here. Had a complete breakdown. There he is right there. Complete breakdown of assignment. Hansen gets hurt in the process, so it's a no-win all the way around the board. Then on the other side, now it's the Jets' turn. And Douglas coming right through there. Look at the way it opens up for him, and watch how he gets airborne. This guy could parachute for a living. But the worst thing about both of those is that it didn't lead to anything. Nobody got any points off of it. It's been miscues, like you said, missed opportunities, the drop passes, the punt block, the deflected punt, the 3 interceptions for the Jets, the fumbles, 5 drop passes. That's huge.
Boomer Esiason having to leave the game, been bothered by the flu the last couple of days. And Bubby Brister in the final couple of the third quarter, and that it will be. So Rich Kotite hoping in the final 15 minutes his offense can get a jump start. End of the third quarter. Saints in front 6-0. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station.
Steve Martin, Goldie.
And one. He's leading the Jets. And a big play coming up for Jim Mora's defense. Rich Kotite's offense. 4th down, less than a yard. Jets have the ball at the Saints' 26-yard line. And we'd like to tell you that today's game is being produced by Bill Brown, directed by Bill McCoy, the Associate Director, Ray Smoltz III, and our broadcast associate, Greg Scopatoni. Dick Bossing, our statistician, the counselor, Terry Kane, our spotter, Jimmy Allen also working on stats. And here's the 4th down and one play for the Jets. And Brister over the top does pick up a first down. Well, we'd like to remind you that Sunday, spend your New Year's Eve day with Fox's live coverage of the NFC wildcard game. The road to the Super Bowl begins. And it all starts with America's #1 pregame show. Check local listings for the game and time in your area. Our clock continues to run. The Jets can't stop it. And that could be our final play of the game for Jim Everett and the Saints. Final play of the year. And, well, did the clock? Nope, that's it. So Richie Kotite, his first season as the head coach of the New York Jets, a 3-13 record. We talked about Jim Mora. What about the future of Boomer Esiason in a New York Jet uniform?
Yeah, the future of Boomer is he better see some people in that front line that can protect him, because at his age, concussions are nothing to mess around with. I mean, this year has taken a year off of his playing career, I guarantee you. There's only so much a guy can do, and he was very upfront with us last night. He said there needs to be some changes made on this team from a personnel standpoint and from everywhere else.
And Jim Mora basically said the same about his New Orleans Saints ball club. They need to go out and improve defensively. That was certainly the real strong suit of those terrific Saints teams, late 80s, early 90s.
But whether or not players have left there that deserve to leave there and all that, and you look at what they've lost from a defensive standpoint, you talk about the Ricky Jackson, the Swilling, the Morton Anderson, the Brett Maxey, the Sam Mills. Whether or not they deserve to go, it gets down to one thing, and that's, do you have the money to pay and go out and replace guys when you lose them? If you lose a big-timer, you got to go replace them.
Well, for Ron Pitts, I'm Thom Brennaman saying so long from Giant Stadium. Our final score, 12-0 Saints. Coming up next, an Aztec post-game show. JP and the gang will get you caught up on everything, including the playoff picture. You are watching Fox Sports coverage of the National Football League. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So long, everybody.
Report, we said we'd get you out to that San Francisco Falcons game. Falcons leading 28-27. And it looks like Atlanta has just picked off the ball to try and preserve a victory and get into the playoffs. Let's get you out to Dick Stockton and Matt Millen.
Chris Coleman and Jumpy Gathers have been outstanding in this last series. Credit the defensive line of the Atlanta Falcons, which has been under pressure all year. But because of these four, watch Jumpy Gathers, sideswipes one and just comes thundering through and forces the bad pass by Steve Young. You know, they made a decision in the offseason to bring in some older guys. They said it would give them stability. They said they would have the maturity to be able to perform in situations. And then when it's crunch time, a guy like Kevin Ross comes up with the interception. Jumpy Gathers makes the big play, and Chris Nolan, all guys that they brought in.
And here is a team that lost heartbreaking games in in the waning games to Arizona in overtime. They lost to Miami by 1 point, and to Carolina, the expansion team, by 4. And it looked as if the Atlanta Falcons had let that chance slip through their fingers. But they came through, frankly, unexpected, in a game in which the Niners had figured they might win big. And the Miller Lite player of the game is Bobby Hebert, a hero to the Atlanta fans today.
You know what went through my mind when Jeff George got hurt? Bobby Hebert is the guy that you least want to be out there because he's gutty, he's tough, he's smart, and he really wants to win.
The Falcons will be in the playoffs for the first time under June Jones and the first time since '91.
So June Jones does it as the Falcons hold on, nursing a 1-point victory over the 49ers, 28-27.